Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say is obviously everyone is going to be in a different time in their life when they get into their 30s, right? So this is going to be just obviously speaking from my personal perspective. I'm married, I have 3 kids. My kids are almost 8, 6 and 2. I had my last baby right before I turned 30, so the first couple of years of me being 30, I was a new mom again, I felt like, because I had like a 4-year gap between Charlotte and Mavis, and then also it was during COVID, and I feel like the time home, even though I'm already an introvert and I prefer to be home and we homeschool and all that, I feel like I grew so much personally and I outgrew so many things, and it's just really weird now to really think back to, you know, wow, these past 3 years, I feel like I'm like a completely different person than I was 3 years ago. So that's kind of just like a little backstory of kind of how I entered my 30s and like what kind of phase of my life I was in. I also started homeschooling, you know, around that time, like during COVID. It was the year before COVID happened, but yeah, so we were getting into our, you know, homeschool routine as well. So yeah, that's what a lot was happening during that time of me turning 30. So I feel like I just really trust myself now as a person. So like, for example, if I'm like, you know, oh, tomorrow I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna be on it and I have all these goals, right? And then the next day, if I wake up, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Like, I don't know why I'm so tired. Like, I need to take it easy, blah, blah, blah. Back then, you know, years ago, I would have beat myself up like, oh my God, like, but you said you were gonna do this and you were gonna do that. And I would just be really hard on myself. I would feel guilty. Now, I've learned to go with how I'm feeling. I know how to get myself out of a funk. You know, I know that if that day I'm tired and I don't really feel like doing XYZ, what can I do so tomorrow I can do that? How can I reset myself? What things do I enjoy doing? What things am I stressed about? Maybe I should get that done first because that's why I'm in a funk, or maybe that's why, you know, I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling. So let me do this so that I can feel better about my priorities tomorrow, kind of thing. And I've just learned to kind of just have those conversations with myself and not beat myself up about, you know, what things I didn't get to do. Like, I remember when I first had the kids, you know, I was 23, 24, I had them 14 months apart, and, you know, I was trying to do all the things. Like, very seldom would I be able to do everything, and I would feel so exhausted. I should be able to do this, or like, I see so-and-so on social media and they do it all the time, and blah, blah. You know, at that time, being a new mom and at my age, like, there was a lot of other girls being new moms. And you know, now we know Instagram's a highlight reel, but you know, back then it really could make you feel like you're not doing enough. So yeah, like now, even though my older girls are, you know, 6 and 7, and then Mavis is potty trained, they play with her, and I have a lot more downtime than I used to. And those are things that I could tell myself to make myself feel guilty about being tired or not doing this or that, or putting certain things off because I'm just not, you know, feeling like doing it, or because I'd rather do something else. I don't feel guilty about it because I know it's gonna get done eventually. I know that, and even if I can't, hey, babe, look, here's my to-do list. I don't feel like doing anything today. Like, you know, what do you have going on? Oh, okay, like, let's do this today. Could you help me out with this? Like, I've been trying to get it done, blah, blah, blah. And most of the time, that's what happens. Ramses just does whatever I don't feel like doing, because I'm here more, so I just kind of do what I want to do, and then whatever I don't do, I'm just like, oh, hey, look, this is what was left, or whatever. He's like, oh, okay. But I no longer feel guilty. You know what I mean? Like, communication, and yeah, things get done, and I no longer feel Like I have to do everything every day, and I just have a running to-do list that I know that I'm never going to finish, and that's fine. So that is definitely very good for my mental health to let, and Ramses was the one that would tell me all the time, like when I would vent to him or like whatever, he's like, it's fine, just order food, just, don't, like, you're feeding them, you're here with them, you're, you know, that's all you need to do. Like, don't worry about it. If you didn't work out, if you didn't make the food, if the chicken went bad, oh well, just throw it away. Like, you know, like, I'm like, no, whoa, that's like, no, I'm gonna make the chicken. But you know, he's like, it's okay, and I'd be like, I can't, like, but until finally, like, yeah, it's stuck. So that definitely has helped my mental health for sure. I'm getting like emotional, ew. Also, another thing about that I don't feel bad about, so you know all these things that we're supposed to do, right? We're supposed to shave, we're supposed to wax, we're supposed to have our hair done all the time, we're supposed to be, you know, like exfoliated, hydrated, moisturized, all the things, right? No, I just do what I feel like doing. I do not feel pressure to keep up with my like the extra shit, you know what I mean? Like, do I get Botox every few months? Yes. Do I do my skincare and wear my sunscreen every single day? Yes, of course. Do I take my makeup off every single night? Yes. You better take your makeup off. That's like number one. Sunscreen, obviously, number one. Yeah, I do those things. But yeah, everything else, I do it when I feel like it. Oh, my toes are cold. But like literally, you know how they say like you get older and your metabolism slows down? But like really what happens is like literally your whole life you've been consuming food. Dyes and chemicals and putting things on your body that probably aren't good for you, drinking alcohol, taking medicine. Literally every single thing you put into your body goes through all of your organs. So once you get to a certain age, depending on how much, you know, obviously activity you have, genetics, like all these things obviously play a factor. But depending on what you've put your organs through, they're gonna start to have a tough time continuing, you know, the filtration systems and the intestines and the digestions and all that, you know? So then people get to the age like me, where I was never athletic growing up. And once I had kids and my body changed and I felt like I needed to lose weight, and then I got high blood pressure, and like now I feel even more pressure to lose weight. Now we want to care. Like back in our 20s when we were eating every chip and cereal and like junk food and candy and fucking binge drinking and, you know, all these things, you were skinny, so you were healthy, right? But then as you like, that shit is catching up to you. Like literally it's catching up to you the older you get. So then once you're in your 30s, like shit, like I have a gut, or like, oh, I had some kids, or oh, I gotta whatever, like let me go work out like I used to in my 20s before I put my body through all the shit. And then you're like, oh, it's because I'm getting older. No, it's because you were treating your body like shit for 30 years, and now you want to barely be like, oh, maybe I should care if I have vegetables every day. Yeah, and that's why we've been setting ourselves up. So I make ginger shots at home, incorporating vegetables in at least 2 meals a day. We're making our own juices. We are getting our vitamins in the most natural way that we can. We are not buying snack foods anymore. We'll buy chips, maybe like the chips that we all like, and that'll be like our little cheat snack throughout the week or whatever. I'm just limiting the pantry. I don't buy Gushers, I don't buy fruit snacks. Do they eat them if they go to their grandma's house? Yeah, for sure. If we're gonna go to a movie and they wanna buy a candy at the movies, Do they? Yes, they will buy them a candy. I'm not like a psycho about it, but I'm not buying it. Do they still eat ramen? Yeah, it's a balance. I'm saying they, like my kids, but I mean us, you know? Yeah, so I am actually caring about like what is going inside of my body, how much is going inside my body. And I don't mean in like calories, I just mean like stuff that's going to be good for my body, good for my organs, not hard to digest. Especially the pantry thing, like our pantry is very minimal. I'm just making more of an effort to cook at home, to cook from scratch as much as I can. And the grocery prices, you know. Something else is as me being a mom and my kids, we homeschool and stuff, I have definitely felt the days go way better, way more productive when I wake up before the kids. It's a little sucky because my kids wake up at about 6 o'clock every morning. So yeah, so I try to wake up at 5:30 if I can, just to wake up, especially if you're not really like a morning person. Like me, I'm not really a morning person, but my days do go way better, way more productive when I can get up, I can have some water in me, I can take my ginger shot, I can get dressed, get out of my pajamas, you know, kind of go through like, okay, what are we gonna eat today? All right, we have this and this, maybe take some meat out of the freezer, just, you know, kind of start my day without Mavis just in my face telling me to take her to the bathroom. So yeah, definitely waking up earlier than your kids is a game changer. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching if you are still here at the end of this video, and I will see you guys in my next one.
May needs to pee!
Okay, we'll bring her. Oh my God.
Come on, May!
Bye guys.